Good morning, everybody. Welcome back once again with the audiovisual class on English by Gargi ma'am for the students of class 5, right? I hope you all are all in front of your monitor or your screen or your mobile to watch me, okay? Teach you today's lesson. Now, as I had already mentioned, children, that every Tuesday we are going to have a grammar class and every Thursday we are going to have a literature class. So today I am going to start off with my first literature lesson with you all. Alright children, before I move on and continue and begin today's lesson, let me ask you something. I hope you all are all fine, staying locked and safe at home. Everybody is well at home. Good. Stay safe, children. Now, as we know that the grammar book is tuned into grammar, children, similarly, our literature book is called the My Best Book by Madhuban Publications. This book is an integrated book. What is the meaning of integrated? It means many subjects are combined together. Alright? So this is basically our book, My Best Book for class 5. And as I said that there are many subjects in it. So there are 8 parts to My Best Book for class 5. Today I'm going to teach you a topic from book 1 of My Best Book. Alright? And what are the subjects in it? English, mathematics, science, social studies, computer, value education and general knowledge. There are 7 subjects in it. Alright children? And why integrated books have been introduced by Delhi Public School? One and only school. It is only Delhi Public School which was the first school to introduce integrated books in the education system in their own school curriculum. Why? Because have you seen that your bags get very heavy if you have to carry at least 6 to 7 subjects in a day? So when you have My Best Book, what happens? It takes away the weight. Because so many subjects are there in one particular book, isn't it? So you don't have to carry 7 subjects to school in your bag. You can just have one book and the notebooks with it. Alright? So this was basically meant to facilitate you learners. Alright? You all are our learners and very dear to us. So we don't want you to be troubled or heckled, or maybe there should be any concern from your end. So that is why this particular book was introduced by the school. Fine? Is it clear? Are you able to understand? Now today's topic is poetry, and the name of the poem is Day by Day by a very famous poet called Rabindranath Tagore. Yes. Now before we move on to this particular topic, I also want to show you the contents for English for the whole session, academic session of 2020-2021. What would be the chapters which are going to be covered? Alright children, let me move on to the next slide to show you the contents. Yes? I can hear you all saying, yes ma'am. Alright. Now, in this class we will study Day by Day, the surprising buns, post haste, the plaint of the camel, Ferdinand the bull, the magic of Contapoly toys, from a railway carriage, the clever pupil, little green men, Pepper the capucini monkey, Grandpa tickles a tiger, the skylark, a hero, a dog from nowhere, all the world is a rainbow. That is again a poem, you know. Gopal Bhan can count stars. Now this is a drama, this is an act, okay? This will come towards the end. So these are the chapters which are there for this particular session for the students of class 5. So let me begin with the topic, the lesson for today. Now let me give you some introduction about our poet, Rabindranath Tagore, okay? Or Gurudev, or Kobi Guru, or Bhanu Singha Thakur. This was his pen name. He used to use this name while writing out either a poem or a story. Okay, he used to use this particular name. Now he was a very learned person. Okay, born on 7th of May 1861 in the city of Calcutta, then Kolkata now. and he passed away on the 7th of August 1941 in Kolkata itself. Alright. Now he was the first Indian and the first non-European to win a Nobel Prize in Literature. He was so learned. Okay, I'm sure you all have heard of Rabindranath Tagore or Rabindranath Tagore. Alright, is it clear? So I just wanted you to know the poet, isn't it? We should know about the poet before we begin a particular extract written by somebody, isn't it? Or a poem written by somebody or a story written by somebody. We ought to know about the author or the poet. Now let's move on to the poem. Now day by day it is actually about the poet, thinking himself to be as young as children like your age. We enjoy a lot when it rains. Why? Because we can make paper boats and row it down the stream. There's a song also to it. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. I hope I'm not off tune. I've tried to sing. So this is again connected to what the poet is trying to portray through this poem. Okay, I'm sure you must have made paper boats, isn't it? We've made a lot of paper boats in our life, isn't it? Using colored paper, using newspaper, and love to float them in water, isn't it? So the same thing, the poet here, let's read. Day by day I float my paper boats, one by one down the running stream. You can see the running stream, the paper boats, okay? And the poet, Kobi Guru, is imagining himself as a little boy of your age, or maybe a little girl of your age, okay? A child of your age, to be precise. In the big black letters, I write my name on them and the name of the village I live. So what he's trying to say is, he's trying to float paper boats with his name and address written, and he's thinking it is going to reach some distant land, some faraway land, to another maybe unknown friend of his, an unknown friend of his own age, and who would get the boat, paper boat, from him, and who would read the name on the boat, and then imaginary friend would become his friend. I hope that someone in some strange land will find them and know who I am. I load my little boats with tulip flowers. Tulip flowers are very beautiful, white flowers, with 5 to 6 petals in them and an orange, stick to it. It smells lovely if you soak it in water and keep it at home, either on your center table or any side table, bed table. You see, it'll leave a very good fragrance, okay? Now, I load my little boats with tulip flowers from our garden and hope that these blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. So he loads those paper boats with flowers in them, and he thinks those flowers will reach to some other land, to some other child who would get it and be very happy. Alright? See, what a wonderful thought. So this is the first stanza. Okay? And what are the lines in your stanza saying? That the paper boats are being made by Kobi Guru, imagining himself like a child and floating them daily in the stream, hoping to reach those boats to some maybe far away distant land, to some other child who would be thrilled and happy to receive them. Now let's see what is the second part of the poem saying. It's a short poem. I launch my paper boats and look up into the sky and see the little clouds setting their white bulging sails. I know not what playmate of mine in the sky sends them down the air to race with my boats. When night comes, I bury my face in my arms and dream that my paper boats float on and on under the midnight stars. The fairies of sleep are sailing in them, and the lading is their baskets full of dreams. How beautiful. You know, he launches means to start off something, okay. And then he looks up in the sky and then he sees those tiny white clouds. See those tiny white clouds, or maybe some might be big, not tiny. They look tiny when you look at them from your place up in the sky. Everything looks tiny. And then he is imagining that somebody else of his own age might be also seeing him doing so and floating some more paper boats to take part in a race of the boats with him. All right. And when the night comes, when it is night, when he goes off to sleep, he dreams that the fairies of sleep are sailing in those paper boats. You know, that is just an imagination, how children would imagine. He's just thinking it like your point of view, okay, like your age. So he thinks that they are all loaded with goods. And what would be the goods? The goods would be the basket full of dreams by the fairies. Such a beautiful poem. Alright, so you understood? Now children, this particular topic, what I would like to say is, we are going to do meanings, we are going to do question answers, we are going to do reference to the context, and we are going to do HOTS, that is think and answer, from this particular topic. Now meanings, question answers, reference to the context, and HOTS will be given as solutions by me along with your work. Alright, along with the questions for you. What you have to do, you will have to write it down in your notebook. All those who are able to use pens properly, okay, both the colors, you can use a black color pen for writing down the questions and a blue color pen for writing down the answers. In fact, that is how I have also made the answer keys for you. Alright. Now, what would be your homework from this lesson? Once it is done, you must learn the question answers, the meanings, the reference to the context and the HOTS. But written homework would be your make sentences. Make sentences, you will do it on your own. Yes, your own sentences. I might give you examples, but then once we meet in school, you will try to frame sentences on your own. Alright, let us move on to the next part. Now, here your homework would be writing down these meanings. Now, these two meanings are already there in the book. Surely, a type of flower, okay? It is basically a flower which is common in West Bengal. In fact, many of you might have it in your own garden. Lading means goods, okay? Now, there are a few words which I have also picked up and given you as meanings. Dawn, a light visible just after the sunrise. Launch, to start something. Strange means cure, okay, cure, it means something very cure. Playmate means friend. So you're going to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Again, black for the words and blue for the meanings, okay, in a fresh page. And after writing the meanings, what you're going to do is you're going to draw a line. Children, I'm very particular about drawing lines, about writing the page numbers in your notebook, and also submitting a neat work so that everybody, when you submit your notebook to me, I am just going to use a silver star and a golden star to mark, okay, to correct your notebooks. Everybody must give me their best handwriting, their best possible handwriting. It can be a print, it can be a cursive, alright, but then the letter should not float in the air. Yes, like clouds, you should touch the lines and write, alright, because you all are going to write with pen, isn't it, children? So you're going to touch the lines and write. Is it clear? Yes, give me a high five. Alright, let me move on to the next part. Now children, understanding the text, okay, this is a part which is already there in your book. So you're going to use your pencil and do it in the book. All those who do not have their book with them at the moment can wait till you get your books. Alright, you can wait. So this homework can wait till your books are there at your doorstep or you have them. If you don't have them, don't worry. You don't have to do them in your notebook. I repeat again and again, children, you will not do this in your notebook. Alright, you will not do this in your notebook. So, understanding the text. Fill in the blanks with correct words from the box. Midnight stars, clouds, you have the help box here. White, surely, name, strange, floats. The speaker dash his paper boats down the running stream. Number 2. He writes his dash on the paper boat so that someone in some dash land finds them. He loads his paper boats with dash flowers. He looks up in the sky and sees the little dash setting their dash bulging sails. Number 5, the last. In the night, he dreams that his paper boats float continuously under the dash. Alright, children? So I repeat again, this is to be done in your book, not your notebook. I repeat, not in your notebook. Alright, children? Now, let's move on to next. Match these words with phrases. So you're going to write the correct number of the answer beside column B. You will not draw lines and match. This is also to be done in your book, not your notebook. Again, I'm telling you, this is to be done in your book, not your notebook. And you will not draw lines and match. Not at all. That is not permitted by Gargi ma'am. No drawing lines and matching. So float, name, surely, clouds, face. Alright, and the answers this side are given. You'll just have to find out the correct answers and write the number of the question beside it. White, bulging sails. Berry in the arms. On paper boats from the garden. So homework 1 and homework 2 are to be done in the book. That is if you have the book. And children, about homeworks, I am giving you 1 week time for submission of the homework. Okay, you can take your own time to do that so that there is no stress on you, because many subjects are being taught, many homeworks are being given. So English, you will get 1 week in hand. So this literature lessons homework should be ready by the next Thursday. So as soon as I get a mail saying that your homework is done, then I'm going to begin with the new lesson. I'm in continuation of this particular chapter, because today I'm going to do understanding of the text and just question answers. So reference to the context and also reference to the context and think and answer, and your sentences, make sentences, will be mailed to you again once you submit this day's homework. Alright, children? Is it clear? Okay, let's move on to the next part, the question answer part. Answer these questions. Who floats the paper boats down the stream? Number 2. What does the speaker hope while floating the paper boats? Number 3. What does he load in his paper boats? Number 4. Who sends the clouds to race with the paper boats according to the speaker? Number 5. What are the fairies doing in his dreams? Number 6. Why is the poem titled Day by Day? Alright, so these 6 questions, the answers would be given by Gargi ma'am, and you will just have to copy them after copying the questions, children. For grammar, I had said don't copy the questions, but for English literature, you will have to copy the questions. Alright? Yes? Okay. Now, today's lesson ends here. Alright, children? It ends here. Now, there are little reminders, don't forget sticky notes by Gargi ma'am for you. Now, the homework needs to be completed by 30th of April. That is a Thursday again. 1 week time will be provided for the homework. The answers are being attached along with the content. Whatever I have taught you, I've spoken to you through an audiovisual class, will be also sent across to you in the form of a PDF. So you can go through the lesson properly, especially the ones who don't have their books. That's why I said I'm going to click a screenshot of the book and attach it to my PPT and mail you. Alright, so that it becomes easy. Now the answers are being attached along with the content. As I said, you will look up the answers from my answer key and copy them down. Every Thursday we will have an English literature class, as I have been telling that right from the beginning. of this lesson. And every Tuesday we are going to have a grammar class. Alright children, is it clear? Everything is fine? So once again, bye-bye, study hard, take time out for everything. Don't neglect your books, don't neglect your studies. You should also go through the news. You should also be aware what is happening around, okay, what is happening in the city you live in, what is happening in the state you live in, what is happening in the country you live in. Okay, keep yourself aware. You must be aware because you all are good children, isn't it? You all are my good class 5 students. Alright? Okay, bye-bye children. Once again, take care. Be good. Listen to your parents, the elders in the house. Okay, help them in their household chores. Okay? Alright? You must help them in doing their household chores. You can do your bed. You can also dust. You can also do the, maybe mopping if you have the stick mopper. Alright? So that will be a relief to either your housemaid or your mama, granny, whosoever is there at home helping out. Everybody should do the work together. Yes? Because a teamwork always will make the dream work. Okay? That's one of my favorite quotes. Alright, bye-bye.